Hi, thank you for joining me for a Montessori moment. I'm Kim Sioni, founder and head of school for Meadows Montessori in Frederick, Maryland. Today we're going to talk about the language curriculum in the Montessori primary 3 to 6 classroom. Children at this stage of development are in a sensitive period for language, and in order for them to develop their pre-writing and pre-reading skills, they must first work in the areas of the classroom that we call practical life and sensorial. In the practical life area of the classroom, skills that they will be developing are hand-eye coordination, motor development, a sense of concentration, and order. These are all very important, and because some of the Montessori practical life materials include different tools like tweezers, tongs, spoon, these are actually helping to refine the small muscles in a child's hand and wrist so that they will strengthen in preparation for writing later on. Also, there is a sense of order from left to right and top to bottom. In a Montessori classroom, the sequence of the material follow exactly how we would read English and write. Also, with the sensorial materials, the children are able to discern and to classify their skills of auditory and visual discrimination, so that when they are introduced to a sandpaper letter lesson, the child will physically be tracing the pathway, the correct pathway to write that symbol and learn the phonetic sound that that symbol makes. So if a child is introduced to the sandpaper letter A, we call it A. A is the phonetic sound that it makes. In these areas of the classroom, it lays the foundation for a child to be able to recognize and identify the symbols of the alphabet and their corresponding sounds. And so in the sensorial area of our classroom, those activities help offer opportunities for the child to develop visual discrimination, auditory sounds that is refining, which help the child to sequence, and will introduce the movable alphabet, which is cut out letters of our alphabet, and the child's able to encode sounds together to make a 3-letter phonetic word, such as dog, hat, pig. And so wonderful scaffolding happens, and a child's ability to be independent starts to shine through. And as they're building their self-confidence with these small wins throughout the Montessori classroom, it's really enhancing a child's ability to continue taking risks and having the opportunity to learn from his mistakes and to self-correct. The materials are also autodidactic, which means that there is a control of error inherent in the materials, which is beautiful in a Montessori classroom, and you don't find that really in any other environment. So as a child is able to refine small motor skills and develop the pincer grip with the tools from the practical life transferring activities and from the knob cylinders, or by handling various things, they're actually developing that 3-finger pincer grip, so that when they finally get a writing utensil, whether it's a piece of chalk, a pencil, they have the natural, comfortable way to hold a pencil and to have writing without fatigue. And so the writing does happen before the reading in a Montessori classroom. So I mentioned the movable alphabet, and then the child will practice writing the letters of the alphabet on a sandpaper tray, a sand tray, or on a chalkboard. And so there is a progression of their learning, even with the writing. And as they're able to put together 3-letter phonetic words and then move to a consonant blends such as doll, these reinforce the child's ability to then be able to decode in reading. So we offer an opportunity to start with simple one word on a page, and then 2 words on the page. And then as they're building their confidence in being able to read, we start with Bob books, and then we continue on with the phonetic readers. And so if the child is doing the various skills, various activities in the classroom, and they enter the classroom at the appropriate age of just under 3, then they're laying a wonderful foundation for emergent language and literacy skills. So I'm going to stop here and allow you to watch the video. And we've created these videos to go in sequence, just as we would present a lesson to the child. So I do hope you enjoy this lesson with one of our primary teachers and how we would present as trained Montessori guides in our primary classroom.
One of the first language lessons that we give in the primary classroom is called the I Spy game. This is a game that helps the child develop their auditory recognition of the different letter sounds. For this game, you just need a basket or a small bowl with a few objects. Today, I have a monkey, an alligator, and a snake. For this game, I could do it with just one child who would sit right next to me, or it's also a great game to play with 2 or 3 children together. And I would start the game by saying, I spy with my little eye something that starts with Do you see something that starts with And the child would look and think, and they might say, alligator. And I would say, let's listen. Alligator. Does that start with And they think about it, and they might say, no, that doesn't. And they would guess again until they came to the monkey. And I would say, yes, monkey. Monkey starts with And then they would get to hold the monkey. And we would keep going just like that until we got through all of the objects. This game can also be played with using middle sounds and ending sounds. And you can also add more objects to increase the difficulty as they get better at the game.